I mean, what can I really say? I'm just a big fan of the Joe Rogan podcast. Hi again, guys, and welcome back to the next mistake to make on my to-do list. It keeps getting more ambitious. The other day I posted on Twitter about this cool shirt I got, and a lot of people were mad at me for it in the replies. I don't get it. It's just a shirt. And being a floating hoodie myself, a living piece of clothing, I have a deep passion for fashion. So if people hated my cool new shirt so much, I figured that they should send what they thought were cool shirts. Or more accurately, the dumbest, most unwearable in public shitpost shirts they'd seen across the internet. And yeah, they sent me shit, that's for sure. But I'm not just looking at shirts in this video. No, I'm setting the stakes high. I have the purchase link to every piece of clothing that's going to be featured today. And if this video gets 50,000 likes, I will buy every single one of them and comprehensively rank and review them. Before shipping and taxes, that costs over $500 right off the bat. And when you see the shit that money would hypothetically get spent on, you'll understand the type of danger I've put myself in. So if you want to help me be able to pay rent this month, I just launched the Masked Up Essentials line on maskedup.shop. It's a line that's always going to be in stock, so it's just waiting for you to get your hands on it. It's got this very clean signature t-shirt, this funky reusable mask that looks sleek as hell, and a hoodie that looks exactly like me, so you can live out all your sick, twisted, parasocial fantasies about being inside me. If there was ever a time you would consider buying my merch, it would be awesome if it was now. Maskedup.shop. Thank you. If you like this video, there will be this big card at the end. You can click or tap to take you to another one like it. Please, please, please click it. And only half of you are subscribed. Subscribe with notifications on if you're really hot. You can always change your mind later if you decide you hate me. Type 2 diabetes. Is the Freddy on the shirt supposed to be the doctor giving my diagnosis or the guy getting diagnosed? He looks like a professional, but he also looks like he's in shock at some upsetting news. To be fair, if any Freddy animatronic was to tell me I need to start paying bank-breaking amounts of cash for insulin shots, Toy Freddy is the one I would want to do it. Someone else sent this exposed nipple t-shirt, and to any YouTube monetization bots that may be lurking, these are a man's nipple, not a woman's. So no worries, that distinction makes it safe for the cameras to look at for some reason. It comes in 5 different colors too, so you can customize how much you want the shirt to blend in with the skin portion. It has almost as much character customization as Elden Ring. Dream SMP sweatshirt, Dream SMP hoodie, Dream SMP merch, Dream SMP shirt. The example pictures they have of print your own design clothes always make me giggle behind my hands because the design is very clearly not on that sweater. The graphic does not wrinkle where the sweater does, even a little bit. They didn't even try to tween it. I always imagine what it's like to be the unfortunate stock photo model who has had any number of cursed designs branded on their chests for the sake of selling bootleg merch. There's a lot of versions I can get of this design, so if I reach the goal to spend money on it, I'd probably get the sweatshirt and the sample image. I want everybody in the local mall to know that I love Catboy Dream. Young Lean as Michael Cera. You could have told me this was official Young Lean merch and I just would have believed you. Anime Hitalia, Axis Powers, Personifications of Countries, World War II cosplay t-shirt for men. This is somehow the 3rd time Hitalia Axis Powers has managed to get mentioned on my channel, and honestly, fuck whoever it is out there who keeps making me bring it up. My virginity is now at a -3 because of you. It goes down by 1 every time you publicly admit to knowing what that show is. Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic the Hedgehog shirt. I think this design was originally on a backpack, and it kinda feels like a cop-out to take the design clearly intended for a different product and just slapped it on a shirt. But at least as far as old designs getting reused for shit like this one goes stupid hard. Judging from all the cookie acid trip colors Sonic has going on, I imagine he's been going pretty hard too. You know, like on hard drugs. I will eliminate the middle class. Nothing like a Jeff Bezos approved shirt to round out a video. Herobrine is looking to widen that wealth gap by any means necessary. He's kind of the perfect mascot for this. Those soulless eyes really make you think of the wicked corporate machine we are all forced to operate in every day of our lives from birth till death. This one is just called Five Nights at Freddy's t-shirt, but it's so much more than that. It is the original Freddy Fazbear animatronic put into the likeness of A$AP Rocky's Long Live A$AP album cover. How do you think of something that specific? Something that corners such a specific niche, and the only thing you can think to call it is a generic Five Nights at Freddy's t-shirt. If I end up buying this one, I'm putting it in one of those frames you store celebrity signed sports jerseys in, and then I'm hanging it on the wall across from my bed. I want this to be the first thing my eyes recognize when I wake up in the morning. It will motivate me to get out of bed like nothing else because I will want to get away from it as quickly as possible. There's actually a weird amount of these Five Nights at Freddy's with weird captions shirts. This one is the entire FNAF 1 cast over some thumbnail red Israel text. Is this like official government merch? If I were to buy this, is that like the equivalent of buying something from the House of Representatives gift shop? Just government endorsed YouTuber clothing, as if they don't get enough money out of me for my taxes. Also, speaking of shops, there are some sites just dedicated to selling shirts like these. My favorite is definitely the I'm Dope shop, and there is a limited amount of shirt to be found, but the quality of shirt is very high. I'm super impressed by the level of talent that went into the design work itself. It's just one of those things where it's like, damn, you're using your skill for this shit, and I'm really happy that the answer is yes. Yes, the Dripper Drone t-shirt. There is just so much going on here, and it's hard to make out any of it. It feels like looking at one of those stroke simulation images. Let me do my best to break it down, which is not very good at all. We've got the bust-down font, just diamonds everywhere. Been absolutely bedazzled. Joe Biden has fresh waves and the Gucci print suit with the AirPods in, and obviously a drone. I think part of why I fuck with this one so much is because it's such high concept. It's dystopian writing. Joe Biden decides that the American populace has dressed like shit for too long, and to enforce the new government-mandated fit checks, if you're caught looking like a bum, you will be pulverized on the spot, meaning Gunna is in imminent danger. I am down so badly, and it's Tiger Woods' mugshot masked out with flames surrounding it. There's bullet holes just leaking the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles ooze and getting caught in very high-resolution Ultra HD. I'm honestly surprised that picture of Tiger Woods hasn't been used for shitposting more. You know that one picture of Brendan Fraser just crying his eyes out, where the eyes get masked out and put over everything imaginable? I've used those eyes in thumbnails. I put them on my sunglasses whenever I make a tweet about G Fuel. To me, the Tiger Woods mugshot has the same kind of appeal. People use Tyler the Creator's mugshot as a template and placeholder profile picture for so much shit because it looks funny as hell. I think the Tiger Woods one is an underrated gem in that same vein. All that being said, I am very happy to see the man thriving and successful these days. Another shop I was pointed to is Luca International, I think is how you say it. They have a lot of shirts that let you celebrate the most hyper-specific accolades imaginable. Third place in the Idaho statewide pickle eating competition. I won't lie to you, if I wore this shirt, I would be an absolute liar. I don't even know where you would start to train for a competition like that. I have an easier time dry swallowing pills than I do pickles. Whoever said those things were fit for human consumption, much less fucking good for you, needs to be investigated for medical malpractice. The first person who tried eating a pickle was definitely looking for something to choke themselves on. Another niche award is the 2009 Cornhole Champion by Forfeit t-shirt. And come on now, that's just a funny joke. The idea that you are number one only by default. Everybody else had to be so disinterested in continuing the competition that you were the only one left to give the title of 2009 Cornhole Champion to. Regardless of how I got the title, it's mine now, and I'm making sure everybody knows and respects it. I think this one just goes unreasonably hard. It's the 2008 Financial Market t-shirt with a graphic of a flat-ass Minecraft house. To anybody who doesn't know where it's from, this could come off as scathing political commentary. It's about how the housing crash of 2008 was made possible because the market was being held up by toy-like building blocks that were always bound to come crashing down. They were always going to hurt the people at the bottom the most, and the people at the top just didn't care. But the people wearing it know it's just a funny-looking shirt. I love Minecraft. Another shop I am quite fond of because they follow me on Twitter is the Elite Sonic Fan Store. All of their stuff is based on Sonic putting on a happy face while going through tough times. It really speaks to me on a level I'm not comfortable opening up about in a YouTube video. I'm not a player, I'm a gamer. Players get chicks. I get bullied at school. The bullied at school text being in lowercase while everything else is all big and graphically designed makes it hit so much harder. It's like the entire shirt has been a performance up till that point, just some kind of joke for entertainment. But the lowercase is the person who's wearing its real thoughts. They can't hide all of what they're feeling, considering how much is happening under the surface. The overly cheery Sonic jumping in the air like he doesn't have a care in the world, while the person who wears the shirt trauma dumps to anybody reading it, ties it all together. Don't let anyone ruin your day. Ruin it yourself. You know what they say? If you can't beat them, join them. I'm about to give you some A1, not terrible at all advice. If your bullies make fun of you all the time and you can't get them to stop, start making fun of yourself as well. That will definitely make them see you as a person who can take a joke and stop them from bullying you. It definitely works every time. Sonic is smiling on that shirt and looking so satisfied because he has successfully used this tactic. Now his bullies let him sit with them at lunch so they can use him as a verbal and emotional punching bag. If gay means happy, then I'm extremely fucking straight. This is the realest depiction of a smile that doesn't reach your eyes I've ever seen. Don't be ashamed of who you are. That's your parents' job. You can probably tell that these shirts are all tied together by a deep experience of suffering. Some of them are a bit too poignant that I am actually somewhat concerned for the dude who made them. If you look at the Elite Sonic fan Twitter account, you don't get much more hope for the mental well-being of the guy running it, but there is one shirt they have on the website that does have a semblance of hope in it. It's one that fights for a brighter, better future. Nephilis says, fuck racism. It's a hard thing to say, but somebody's gotta say it. And that person could be you for the low price of $18.98, whatever the fuck this currency is. Isn't that the symbol for Microsoft points on the Xbox 360? P-nut-butt-er. Think about it for a minute. Fucked up, isn't it? These skeleton images confuse the hell out of me. How the hell are those pants staying up on him? That dude is all xylophone down there. Like, I know he's wearing a belt, but what is it even gonna tighten to be snug around? Oxygen? The fact that he has humongous forearms and no muscle definition anywhere else in his body just kind of shows how uneven his strength training routine has been. You should really follow JPG Coaching on TikTok. That guy has done wonders for me. Warning, choking hazard. Package contains large parts. Keep out of reach of small women. This isn't even a shitpost. It's just straight up trashy. You'd have to wrap yourself in so many layers of protective irony to be able to wear this thing without dying of cringe radiation poisoning. Here we have the iconic Drake Sprite ad split-face Neon Genesis Evangelion shirt. I feel like this is a classic in the pantheon of shitpost shirt design. She say, "Do you love me?" I tell her only partly. I only love my bed and my mama. I'm sorry. It feels like this is a lot of people's first experience with t-shirts that are so fucking moronic, you kind of want to wear them in public as a form of self-sabotage disguised as a joke. And isn't it a poetic way to end a video with something that helped start it? That card I mentioned should be on screen now. Remember, 50,000 likes and I will actually buy every shirt I talked about in this video. I'm not kidding. Please buy the merch so I don't go bankrupt. This has been Kwite, and I need some time to myself.